Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, dear children. Welcome to today's class. Yes, we are meeting after a long time because we were busy with our Kartik Purnima and we were also traveling to Sridham Vrindavan. And I prayed for all of you for the spiritual progress and an actual happy life for all of you. So now we will start today's class with prayers. Okay, we have Shamita who will say the prayers. Shamita, are you there?
Yes,
If you can start the prayer. Yes, Hare Krishna.
Oh, Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnanajnanasalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupram Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunantham Vitham Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vaisakhan Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpite Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarupyascha Kripa Sindhupya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Shamita. That was wonderful. And all the other children present in this meeting today, please go through this shloka, which is on the first page of Bhagavad Gita as it is introduction part. Right? If possible, read the translation also. But every day, at least once, read through it. That is how, when we were small children, when I was in my, say, 6th grade, I learned this. And I did not ever sit and learn this. I always read through this, and reading it number of times, automatically I memorized these shlokas. Right? They might seem long at the moment, but they are not difficult at all, children. So will you do that? Okay, I can see many children doing thumbs up. Okay, so now
What is it you're talking about, Mataji?
Amog, so you have joined late. This is about the prayers.
I'm sorry, Mataji, I couldn't join all the time because I was in my native.
Oh, I see. Okay. So this is about the prayers, Om Ajnanatimirandasya, right? Which we recite before each class. All right. So now I am going to ask all one by one. I will ask you to unmute yourselves, children. And all of you, please be attentive while reading the shloka, while somebody who is reading the shloka, then the next person will be asked to read the translation. And in fact, I want you to read the synonyms also, children, so that you know, and we learn a little bit of Sanskrit, right? Because Sanskrit is the mother of all the languages. Okay, somebody is asking, I just joined, what are we doing? Okay, we are doing shloka number 2.11 from Bhagavad Gita.
Excuse me, Mataji.
Yes, Karunya.
Excuse me, Mataji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes.
That I do not notice what translation in Bhagavad Gita, this prayer. I do not how to teach to my daughter. I do not know that. But spelling,
Okay.
please teach her again once.
Yeah, Mataji, this will be live streamed. This is a recording and it will be put on the YouTube channel of ISKCON Whitefield. So Shamita, one of our participants here, she has just recited it very well. So
Yes,
you can
Mataji.
go to that recording and have a look at it. All right, Mataji? Huh? So you can hear.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you.
Do you have Bhagavad Gita as it is?
Bhagavad Gita. The book is not there, Mataji.
Okay, then we will send the link from where you can get this book. Okay.
Okay.
It's called Go Gita.
Mataji, in Kannada, I can
Yes.
I can teach with her, but English I do not know.
Okay.
How
You
to
have
teach
options.
that spelling to speak.
You have
Okay.
options. You can buy Kannada Bhagavad Gita also. Okay.
Okay, we went, Mataji, we went 8 days for Mathura, Mataji. Next,
Haribol.
Saturday,
Okay.
so that
Very
we
nice.
can attend the classes. That we
Okay.
searched
Okay.
their Bhagavad Gita book, Mataji, but we did not get it. Full Hindi only it is there.
Okay. We will just send a link, and you can
Okay.
order your book copy of Kannada Bhagavad Gita from there. ISKCON Whitefield has it. Okay. Gogita.in. Okay. All right.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah. So now let us continue our reading. So now I would request who would like to read the shloka? Let me check. Shamita Palla's brother is there. Would you like to read the shloka?
Okay, Mataji.
Wonderful.
Hare Shri Bhagavanuvacha Asya.
Okay, repeat after me. Ashocyan anvashostas sochastvam
Asyokyan Anvasokastyam
pragnavadams
Pragnavadam
chabhashase.
Kabashase.
That is not ca ka, that is ca ch. Okay, so say chabhashase.
Chabashase.
Okay. Gatasum
Katasum
agatasumscha.
Agatatumscha
Very good. Nanu shochanti
Nanashochanti
panditaha.
Panditaha.
Wonderful. Kiara, now please unmute yourself and read the synonyms one by one. So Shri Bhagwan Vacha, you can start from here.
Okay, Mata. Shri Bhagavatam Uvacha.
Shri Bhagwan Vacha.
Shri Bhagwan Uvacha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said.
Ashocyan.
Asocyan, not worthy of lamentation. Lamentation. Anvasyacha.
So repeat after me. Anvashochaha.
Anvasochaha. You are lamenting.
Tvam.
You.
Pragnavadan.
Pragnavadam. Learned talks.
Cha.
Also.
Bhashase.
Bhashase. Speaking.
Gata.
Lost. Gata lost.
Asum.
Life. Asum. Life.
Agata.
Agata. Not past.
Asun.
Asun. Life.
Okay. Cha.
Also.
Na.
Never.
Anushochanti.
Anusochanti. Lament.
Panditaha.
Panditaha. The learned.
The learned. Wonderful. Tarunya. Tarunya, can you read the translation, please?
Yes, Mataji.
Can you read the translation?
I will try it, Mataji.
Yeah, sure. Very good.
The Surupmeta.
No, the Supreme Personality.
The Supreme Personality of God said by speaking learned words. You are mourning of. Mataji, I cannot see that.
For what is not worthy of grief.
Mataji, I cannot see.
Okay, no problem. Amok, can you read? Amok, can you read the translation?
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah, please be attentive. Translation.
Mataji, I wasn't able to unmute, so okay. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, While speaking learnt words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the life, nor
Living.
for the dead.
For the living nor for the dead. Okay. All right. Now, Navya, can you read the purport? Navya, are you there? Yeah.
Yes, Mataji, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Read the purport.
The Lord at once took the position of a teacher and chastised a student, calling him indirectly a fool. The Lord said, "1 minute, you are talking like a learned man, but you do not know that one who is learned, one who knows what is body and what is soul, does not lament for any stage of his body, neither in the living nor in the dead condition." As explained in later chapters, it will be clear that knowledge means to know matter and spirit and the controller of both.
Wonderful. Akshaya.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Okay, Akshaya, read next.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Arjuna agreed. Arjuna agreed. Argued the religion principles should be given more important than politicals or sociology. But he did not know that knowledge of matter, souls, and supreme is even more important than religion formals, and because he was lack in the knowledge, he should not have posed himself in as a very learned man. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Hare Krishna. Wonderful. Sri Ram Tej. Now, Prema Mataji's son Omkar is there. Omkar, would you like to read?
Okay, Mataji. So what should I read?
Yeah,
Like,
the purport where Akshaya left from. It's marked on the screen.
Okay. As he did not happen to be a very learned man, he was consequently lamenting for something which was unworthy of lamentation. The body is born and is destined to be vanquished today or tomorrow. Therefore, the body, which is not as important as the soul, is not as important as the soul. One who knows this is actually learned, and for him there is no cause for lamentation, regardless of the condition of the material body.
Wonderful. Okay.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So, children, here, what is happening? Right? What is exactly happening here? Now, Arjuna is really lamenting. I want to tell you about this shloka, and Arjuna has told Krishna, no, Krishna, I am not going to fight. That my relatives, I can't kill my relatives, and sin will overcome us. And so many excuses he gives to Krishna for not fighting. And he also says that if I win this entire kingdom after killing all my cousins and my uncles and my guru and my great grandfather, then who will I enjoy this kingdom with? Right? Whom will I show this kingdom to? Right? So and listening to this, you all know that Sanjaya is directly telling what is happening in the battlefield to Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra is the father of the Kauravas. He is not only physically blind, but he's also spiritually a blind man, because he does not know anything about soul. He's only at the body conscious. My children, my kingdom, my children should win, right? And see, even the Pandavas are his children, because they are the children of his elder brother Pandu. So when he died, for his younger brother Pandu. So when he died, it is his duty to take care of the Pandavas, but he was so jealous of the Pandavas, right? So now Dhritarashtra is very happy. Oh, wow, we have won the battle. Now Arjuna is giving up, and Arjuna is becoming a very coward person, and now definitely my children are going to win the battle. But it is not so. So immediately Sanjay says to Dhritarashtra, wait, Dhritarashtra, don't be too excited. that supreme personality of Godhead, that supreme teacher, Krishna, is going to now tell Arjuna that what is right and what is wrong, right? And here, what is Arjuna saying? That Arjuna is giving so many, reasons from the Shastras also. He's telling Krishna, 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 you don't know. According to this Shastra, according to that Shastra, one should not kill the elders, and elders should not be even given a verbal fight. We should not even argue with the elders. How can I fight and kill my own elders? And what are you saying, Krishna? And if we kill all the men of the Kauravas, then all the ladies will be unprotected, and there will be so many unwanted children, and the leaders will be corrupt, this, that, so many things you're saying. Krishna says, hold on. Krishna says, wait, Arjuna, wait. You are speaking from Yoga Shastra, from the Yuddha Shastra, and so many other Shastras. But do you know who is a learned person? Krishna is saying that all those who have got medals and gold medals and many, many certificates, are they learned? Right? He's asking a question to Arjuna. So am I asking you, children, do you think that those who are who've attained a lot of things academically, and those who are on the big, big posts and companies, and all those who have acquired a lot of money, are they learned people? Yes? Come on, raise your hands to tell me. Oh, Kiara is showing me both the thumbs down. Okay, why? Let us understand from her. Kiara, tell me why such people are not actually learned.
Mataji, most of them, many people, not all, but most people in the world focus on getting more money and saving them. And everyone thinks that he's learned, but actually he's not at all learned, because he's just focusing on saving money.
So what should he focus on? We
should focus on that we have everything we need, and if we don't need anything other than we don't need anything much.
Yeah, and that person, it's not wrong to have money, it's not wrong to have good fame, but all that is equivalent to zeros if we don't have that one Krishna with us, isn't it? So yes. Any number you see, children, any number, how many ever zeros you put, until and unless you don't put that one in front of that, those many 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 zeros, that number remains zero only. So all our achievements, all our money, all our medals, gold medals, certificates, all are a zero if we don't put that one Krishna, one number Krishna in front of us. Right? So always keep Krishna in the center. But what is Krishna telling Arjuna? Here, so let's see what is real knowledge. Okay, now let's go to the next slide and see what is Krishna telling. So see, this is what, in the previous shlokas we learned that yes, Arjuna is lamenting and how can I kill my superiors, and he's totally depressed. Sometimes we also get depressed, isn't it? And so he says, okay, Krishna, now I am your disciple. I'm totally confused. Please guide me. So now Krishna is going to speak to Arjuna, right? Now Krishna will tell. Now let us go back. Mataji, let's go to the next slide and see. So let us now see what is Krishna telling Arjuna, that who is actually a real learned person. Now Arjuna is lamenting. Why is lamenting? Because he's compassionate towards his relatives. He's so compassionate that, oh, the women of this family whom will kill their husbands, they will become, without any support. They will be attacked by other men. There will be so many other unwanted children and this and that. So let us see what actually compassion is, first of all. Why? And Arjuna is right that we should not kill our superiors. We should not fight with our elders. He's correct. But still, why his compassion is unwanted? Let us see. In this video, there are so many people who want to do so much of philanthropic work, like feeding the poor, giving them money. Let us see if this is compassion or it is like Arjuna's compassion. Is it the real or Arjuna's compassion? Right? I want you to see this video, children. Okay, as of now, there's no sound, huh?
Yes, Mataji, I'll just switch on the sound 1 second.
दिखाता हूँ। मुझे पहले अंदाजा ही
Mataji, are you able to hear it?
Yes, yes.
ये सदर के लिए बस यहीं से मिलेगी ना? भाई बर्गर वर्गर चल रहे हैं, सैंडविच फुल ठाट है, जबरदस्त भाई। ओए कोल्ड ड्रिंक भी है। ये मेरी तरफ से रखो और इसकी अच्छी से खिदमत भी करना और अच्छा ही खिलाना भाई इसे, सही है हमेशा। बहुत क्यूट है माशाल्लाह। टाटा। हे टाटा। यार ये देख क्यों नहीं रहे अंकल पीछे?
हाँ यार मैंने रखा तो सही है पर ये देख नहीं रहे पीछे यार।
साल में दिखा ही नहीं है उन्हें।
अरे वाह भाई वाह, बर्गर खा रहे हो, कौन सा है?
आप भी खा लो।
नहीं नहीं आप खाओ, मैं तो गुजर रहा था वैसे ही आपको देखा कि एंजॉय चल रहा है भाई, छांव में बैठ गए। नहीं नहीं आप खाओ, आपने पूछा, बड़ी बात है, शुक्रिया। ये तो आपने दोपहर का खाना खा रहे हो, तो ये अब रात का खाना इन पैसों से खाना, अच्छा सा खाना कुछ अपने लिए ले गए, ठीक है?
Okay, we can stop here. Okay, thank you very much, Mataji, for sharing this video with children. So, children, now I want to know from you. Now, what is this person doing? First of all, just raise your hand. Saket, you want to say? What was this person doing actually? It was very clear, right? Yes, Saket, go ahead, tell me. Yes, Saket, speak up. You are unmuted, just unmute yourself. Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Mataji, so I think this person was helping others and not being seen, because then they would not eat the food. He was helping them because he felt pity on them and he wanted them also to be rich like him. So he gave them money and food.
Okay,
he
good.
also
So
wanted to see the happy expression on their face when they saw the food.
Yes, wonderful. That's a very good thing that you noticed that, yes, he's had pity on them and he wanted to serve them food and money and see the happy expression on their face, right? Anandita, would you like to say something more on this? This is philanthropy, right? Most of the people do this. They want to feed the poor and the needy, right? Tell me, Anandita, would you like to say something more?
Mataji, yeah, what he said was right, that he felt pity on them and wanted to give them food and money. He also wanted them also to live a happy life. And he thought that it was unfair that they were not rich and starving and we had everything.
Yes. Okay, good. Anandita, that's another observation. You wanted them not to be starving. Yes. Okay. Now, anyone else wants to say anything else that just think anything else that anybody wants to say? Sriram Tej, Rishikesh, Unnati, anybody of you who want to, Aditya, do you want to say what is this person that what is he trying to do and how far he'll be successful? Anybody would like to say, children, think? Okay, fine. So what we can do is, so 5 of you have raised your hands. Who would like to say? Let me see. Okay, Navya would, Anandita just spoke. Navya, okay, Navya, tell me. What do you think?
Mataji, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. Tell me.
Mataji, he did that because he might have given the food directly to them, but he gave it without them knowing because he don't want them to prize him.
Okay, okay, got it.
You live
Yes.
for 100
Okay, he gave it, yeah, it's called Gupta Dan, means he did not want them to know that who is giving them. Okay, fine. Now, Unnati, tell me, what do you want to say about this?
Yes, Mataji. Actually, what I have thought is that he is giving for the first day, and then like what others said, that's really great. But then first day he's giving, second day he's giving, like that. Maybe he can give them for a month or max to max for a year. But then how long can he keep giving like that? So what I feel is that the thing which he is giving is temporary, and permanent happiness, I don't think so they can find by just doing this.
Absolutely. That is what I was looking for. All of you spoke very well, but Unnati's answer is icing on the cake. So that is what we were looking for. So isn't it compared to now? How can you compare Arjuna's compassion to this person's compassion? Isn't it similar? Arjuna is giving them something which is very temporary. He wants to quit fighting the war. He wants to give the kingdom to them. That will give them contentment, happiness, but very temporary. Again they will take birth and again fight because they did not gain it in the right way. So it is said that whoever died on the war field of Kurukshetra went to heaven. Of course, from heaven also you come down, but at least they saw Krishna. They heard the Bhagavad Gita, right? So now that is what, children. So how long can you actually go on feeding a hungry man? How long can you go on actually giving money to a poor man? The real happiness is to give Harinam. If with this act he says, okay, पहले एक बारी chant करो Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare, then also that those people would have gotten some kind of at least once if you chant Harinam, then Krishna, you attract Krishna's attention. That is what ISKCON does. And even more better is if you serve prasadam. So their life is miserable already. Just by giving them any food will build up more karmas because it is not prasadam, right? So we must always offer prasadam to the poor and needy if at all you want to feed the poor and needy, and ask them to chant at least once. Okay, children, that was the idea. Okay, now let us go. Mataji, if you can share 2.12 shloka. I would like somebody to, it's going on very well, children. I would like now Sri Ram Tej to read the shloka. Can you read the shloka? Sri Ram Tej, are you there? Yeah. Please unmute yourself. Yeah. Oh, can you increase the volume, please? No, your volume is very low, Sri Ram Tej. We cannot hear you. It's very low, Sri Ram Tej. Can you check your settings and come back? Rishikesh, can you please read the shloka in the meantime?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Natvevaaham jatu nasham natvam neme janadipa nachaiva navabhishyamaha sarve vayam atha param.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Mataji, can you share the link, please? Because the synonyms are not there and purport is also not there.
Yes, Mataji.
So Amog is asking in the meantime, are you free to chant anytime? Yes, you can chant at any time of the day, night, but the best time to chant is Brahma Muhurat, which is 3 hours before the sunrise. Right? In Vrindavan, we just came back from Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, people wake up. You know, the famous Madhavas group, they wake up at 2:30 and they take bath, chant their rounds, and then they make prasadam, bhoga for the Lord, offer and take the prasadam, and they distribute everywhere in Vrindavan. That is actual charity. Okay, so I would request now Prerit. Prerit, can you unmute and read the synonyms, please? Prerit, if you are there. If not, then Aditya Sai. Aditya, can you read the synonym? Okay,
Yes,
Prerit is there.
Mataji.
Prerit is there.
Prerit.
Yes, Prerit.
Not ever.
Never,
Who?
never.
But. Iva, certainly. Aham, I. Jatu, at any time. Na, did not. Asam, exist. Na, not. Tavam, you. Na, not. Time, all this. Janadipaha, kings. Na, never. Ka, also.
No, that is Cha. That is Cha.
Cha, also. Iva, certainly. Na, not.
Bhavishyamaha.
Shall.
Shall exist.
Yes, ma'am.
Sarve Vayam.
Sarve Vayam, all of us. Atah
Param. Thereafter. Hereafter, sorry. Yeah, thank you. Hare Krishna. Now, Aditya Sai, can you read the translation, please?
Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any of us cease to be.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Okay. Saket, can you read the purport? Are you there, Saket? Saket was right here. Okay. Shamita, please go ahead. Shamita, please read the purport.
Yes, Mataji. In the Vedas, in the Katha Upanishad, as well as in the Svatara Upanishad, it is said that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the maintainer of innumerable living entities in terms of the different situations according to individual work and reaction of work. That Supreme Personality of Godhead is also by his plenary portions alive in the heart of every living entity. Only saintly persons who can see within and without the same Supreme Personality, Supreme Lord can actually attain to perfect and eternal peace. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, wonderful. Okay, who wants to recite the shloka? Who can recite the shloka? Just raise your hand. Sri Ram Tej, would you like to recite the shloka? Nityo Nityanam. Yeah, Sri Ram Tej. Okay, Sri Ram Tej appears to be there, but where is he? Okay, Unnati just spoke, right? So, okay, Aditya Sai. Okay, Aditya, you please go ahead and read the shloka. Where are you? Yes, Aditya, go ahead. Again, please unmute yourself. Yes.
Nityo nityanam chetanam eko bahunam yo vidadhati kaman tamatmastam yenu pashyanti dhiras tesham shantih shashvati netaresham.
Wonderful. Hare Krishna. Very nice. Okay, Rishikesh, please read the purport. Let's move forward. Yeah, Rishikesh. Okay, Omkar, please unmute yourself and read the purport. Sorry.
Mataji, till how much?
Just read till this entire paragraph. Read.
Okay. The same Vedic truth given to Arjuna is given to all persons in the world who pose themselves as very learned but factually have a poor fund of knowledge. The Lord says clearly that he himself, Arjuna, and all the kings who are assembled on the battlefield are eternally individual beings, and that the Lord is eternally the maintainer of the individual and living entities, both in their conditioned and liberated situations. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the Supreme Individual Person, and Arjuna, the Lord's eternal associate, and all the kings assembled there are individual eternal persons. It is not that they did not exist as individuals in the past, and it is not that they will not remain eternal persons. They individually existed in the past, and their individuality will continue in the future without interruption. Therefore, there is no cause for lamentation for anyone.
Wonderful. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare
So now Krishna is telling Arjuna, see, all those people whom you call learned are not learned, and you yourself who feel that you are learned, you are not actually learned, Arjuna. What are you speaking? So who is learned? A person who knows about the soul. A person whose knowledge is not only restricted to matter. So unfortunately, children, all our science is about matter, right? This atom, this neutron, that neutron, this chemical composition, this physics, this chemistry, this biology. It's all at the matter level, means our body levels, right? What is our body made up of? Earth, water, fire, ether, and air. This is what our science also tells us. But Krishna is telling Arjuna, rise above the normal level, right? What is the normal level of learned people? That at the most all the gold medalists will have a gold medal at the level of these 5 matters only, right? But a person who knows about the soul, which the soul cannot be the soul which always exists, right? That is what Krishna is telling Arjuna, there was never a time when you did not exist, or I did not exist, or these all the other kings and the soldiers and the animals present on the battlefield will stop existing, right? Also, they were always there, they are now, and they will always exist. Now who are you killing? Nobody. You're just killing their bodies because they have done certain sins being in this body. But the Atma, the soul, never dies. So who are you lamenting for? What are you feeling bad about? Right? Easier said than followed, children. If there, unfortunately, if there is any death in the family, we do feel bad for the loss of that relative, right? We are because a devotee is sensitive and we are very, very attached to that person. But we should understand, children, that that person is not A, B, and C, whatever his name is. He is not, he is not a particular person. He is a soul. After leaving one body, the soul goes to another body, depending on what the person was thinking in his last breath. That is why we must always think of Krishna, so that we at least get the birth of a devotee, or we at least get birth in a devotee family. Right? So this is what Krishna is trying to tell Arjuna, that don't lament. Okay, now I want Sri Ram Tej to, okay, who else is there? Akshaya. 1 second. It's 1920 of you here. Okay, Navya, would you like to read, please? Navya, read the translation. Yeah. The Mayavadi theory.
The Mayavadi theory that after liberation, that individual soul separated by the covering of Maya or illusion will merge into the impersonal Brahman and lose its individual existence, is not supported herein by Lord Krishna, the supreme authority. Nor is the theory that we only think of individuality is that conditioned state supported herein. Krishna clearly says herein that in the future also the individuality of the Lord and others, as it is confirmed in the Upanishads, will continue eternally. This statement of Krishna's is authoritative because Krishna cannot be subject to illusion. If individuality were not a fact, then Krishna would not have stressed it so much, even for the future.
Hare Krishna. Wonderful. Okay, so children, what do you understand here? Some people, the Mayavadi philosophers actually say that, after dying, our souls will merge into the super soul. And, they give analogies like, how the rivers flow into the ocean and they become one and they lose their individuality. No, this is incorrect, children. Actually, what Krishna is telling us, that the individuality of Krishna, means Krishna is a supreme person, will remain the same, and we are not going to merge with Krishna. No. Jivera Swarup Hoy Nityera Krishna Das. We are all servants of Krishna. We will never merge with Krishna. We will always, even after leaving this body, even after completing the birth and death cycles of birth and death, we will go to Vaikuntha, we will go to Golokadham and serve Krishna as his servants. What is the fun in merging with Krishna? It will be like being quarantined. How much we know that we want to get out of the houses and we want to go out and meet our friends. So our eternal friend Krishna is waiting here, right? So he's waiting here and for us to come back, and we will be happy only when we serve Krishna. So there's no point of merging with Krishna. So this is the Mayavadi philosophy, and Prabhupada says you should never listen to any of these lectures of Mayavadis. Don't just type on YouTube, children, who is God, what is God, and just don't see any videos on YouTube. Okay? Only, and don't just read any Bhagavad Gita. Just read Bhagavad Gita as it is, because it is as it is spoken by Krishna. Okay. Now, Sri Ram Tej, please unmute yourself and read.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
The Maya Veda may argue that the individual spoken of by Krishna is
spiritual by material. Even accepting the argument that is individuality is material, then how can on distinguish Krishna in individuality? Krishna affirms his individuality in the past and confirms his individuality in the future also. He has confirmed his individuality in many ways, and imbecile Brahman has been declared to be subordinated
Oh, what happened?
Mama suddenly got muted.
Okay, continue.
Krishna has maintained individualities all along. If he is accepted as an ordinary conditioned soul in individual consequences, then has Bhagavad Gita has no value as
authoritative scripture.
Sure.
Okay. So what is said here, that Krishna is not an ordinary person, you know. They say that, you know, Krishna is some hero, he spoke the Bhagavad Gita and he is not actually Supreme Personality of Godhead, but that is not correct. If Krishna is an ordinary person, then how is his Bhagavad Gita the song of God? And who is singing this? Krishna is singing. So who is God? Krishna is the God. And of course, and we have so many shlokas. Lord Brahma himself says, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Ishvara is Krishna, Parama Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? Even Lord Shiva has said, right, that my Aradhya Dev is Krishna. And like that, even, you know, so there are so many innumerable you know, evidences that many exalted personalities have said that Krishna is God. So if Krishna is God, then his Bhagavad Gita cannot be ordinary. And also it is said that the impersonal Brahman has been declared subordinate to Krishna. What is this impersonal Brahman? What do Mayavadis say? They say, oh, we want to merge in light, that God has no form and we want to merge in the light. But what is that light? That light is compared to the rays of the sun. Like how the rays of the sun can reach us, but we don't say the sun reaches us, the rays of the sun reach us. So this effulgence, which the Mayavadis say that we will merge in the effulgence, this effulgence is the effulgence of the divine and the transcendental body of Krishna, right? Okay, children. So this is always subordinate, means always one level lower than Krishna. Brahman is always one level lower than Krishna. Okay, we are devotees of Krishna and we always seek to do service, loving devotional service to Krishna. In each situation, we have to ask, we have to tell Krishna, oh Krishna, you have put me in this situation, good, bad, easy, difficult, whatever. How can I please you? How can I make you happy in this situation? Just tell Krishna that thing. All right. So let's read next. Unnati, start. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to unmute you. Where are you? Unnati, are you still there? Yeah. Okay. Unnati.
Yes, Mataji. A common man with all the 4 defects of human frailty is unable to teach that which is worth hearing. The Gita is above such literature. No mundane book compares with the Bhagavad Gita. When one accepts Krishna as an ordinary man, the Gita loses all importance. The Mayavadi argues that the plurality mentioned in this verse is conventional and that refers to the body. But previous to this verse, such a bodily conception is already condemned. After condemning the bodily conception of the living entities, how is it possible for Krishna to place a conventional position on the body again?
Yes, wonderful. Pretty much the same thing, right? Which Krishna is saying that, how can the Mayavadis say, right? That this is, that it is all in all, that this is the final destination for the soul. But it is not true. This is the effulgence of Krishna, but Krishna is still there up. We have to go, and that we can reach Krishna only by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay, Anandita, unmute yourself now and read further.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, I have to read from Nor Can the Gita, right?
It is marked on the screen. Therefore, individuality. Oh,
okay, Mataji.
Oh, that is yeah.
Therefore, individuality is maintained on spiritual grounds and thus is confirmed by the great acharyas like Sri Ramanuja and others. It is clearly mentioned that in many places in the Gita, that if the spiritual individuality is understood by those who are devotees of the Lord. Those who are envious of Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead have no bona fide access to the great literature. The non-devotee's approach to the teachings of the Gita is something like that of a bee licking the bottle of a honey. One cannot have the taste of honey unless one opens the bottle. Similarly, the mysticism of the Bhagavad Gita can be understood only by devotees and no one else can taste it, as it is stated in the 4th chapter of the book.
Wonderful. Where it's, who can understand Bhagavad Gita? Only those who are not envious of Krishna. That means you and me, we say, yes, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Oh, he plays the beautiful flute very beautifully. Oh, he wears a more punk in his head, and oh, he's tribhang, he's bent in 3 directions. So we know the qualities of Krishna, name, fame, qualities, pastimes of Krishna, and we meditate on that also. So only we can understand Bhagavad Gita, because yes, we are trying to be devotees of Krishna, but the non-devotees who are envious, who are jealous of Krishna, hey, how can Krishna be the Supreme? Oh, how can he, the Supreme, have a body? Oh, how can he appear on earth and do activities like a common man, like stealing butter and playing with the gopis and playing with the cowherd boys? No, Krishna is not God. For such people, Krishna will say, "Dhoonte reh jaoge." Okay, children? So, never be envious of Krishna and only accept his authority through Bhagavad Gita, through Srimad Bhagavatam also. Right? And those people who try to understand Bhagavad Gita being envious of Krishna, is said that they are like, a bottle which is closed tightly, a honey bottle which is closed tightly. Honey is inside, there's no honey outside. They're trying to lick the bottle. Will they ever taste honey? No, they will never be able to taste the Bhagavad Gita, because the bottle is tightly closed by their own thought process that Krishna is not supreme. The first and foremost step to understand Bhagavad Gita is to accept that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now, last paragraph is very important, children. Okay, I'd like, yes, Saket, please read.
Mataji, actually, I couldn't speak before because you didn't give me permission to unmute.
So now, Saket, you're unmuted, right? You read now.
Yes, 1 minute, Mataji.
Okay, read. Saket, are you able to see the screen? Yes, Saket, what happened? Are you there? Okay, got muted. Okay, now
Yes,
go ahead. Yes.
Nor can the Gita be touched by persons who envy the very existence of the Lord. Therefore, Therefore, the Mayavadi explanation of the Gita is a most misleading presentation of the whole truth. Lord Chaitanya has forbidden us to read comments made by the Mayavadis and warns us that the one who takes such an understanding of the Mayavadi philosophy loses all power to understand the real mystery of the Gita. If individuality refers to the empirical universe, then there is no need of teaching by the Lord. The plurality of the individual soul and the Lord is an eternal fact and is confirmed by the Vedas as above mentioned.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let's go to the.
Who are Mayavadis?
Mayavadis are those people, children, understand it very, very clearly. Mayavadis are those people who say that there is no form of God and that only the light that we see around is God. That is, and we have to merge in that light. These are Mayavadis. So Krishna says that such people are envious of Krishna. Envious means they are jealous of Krishna. They don't take Krishna as the supreme. Such people can never understand Bhagavad Gita. We just read. How is it that even if they read the Bhagavad Gita, they will not understand, because it will be like licking the bottle of honey from outside. Honey is inside, right? And what is that barrier? The barrier is their understanding that Krishna is not supreme. That means they are jealous of Krishna, right? Such people can never understand Bhagavad Gita, and such people who believe that there is no form of God and then God is some superpower, God is some light, they are called Mayavadis. Is it clear, Saket? Okay, you are muted again. Okay, let's go back to the PowerPoint, Mataji, quickly, before we end the class. Okay, Saket, clear? Is it clear to you who are Mayavadis? Yes. Okay. Right. So here, see, Krishna says that all individuals, he's telling Arjuna, why are you crying? Who are you going to kill? See, all individuals always existed. They will exist in the future also, and they are existing now also. And Mayavadi philosophy of merging into the supreme, they feel that there is no form of God, only the light is God, is condemned. Condemned means strongly opposed. Okay, let's go to the next one. And here, spiritual individuality is only understood by devotees. See how Nand Maharaj, how this is Akrura. Akrura is carrying Krishna to Mathura, right? And see how gopis are stopping them. They are in a relationship with Krishna. They love Krishna. They always want to serve Krishna. See, so many people of Gokula are there. They are stopping. They want to stop Krishna from going. But what is because they love Krishna, right? So they can understand Bhagavad Gita. When you love Krishna, you can understand. The fact that you love Krishna is very, very clear from the fact that you are attending this particular class on Bhagavad Gita. Right, children? So they are saying that spiritual individuality is understood only by devotees. What is spiritual individuality? Krishna is the super soul and we are the part and parcels of Krishna. We never merge with Krishna. We never merge. When even after going back to Goloka, we always are separate parts of Krishna and we serve Krishna. Okay, Krishna always remains individual. We also remain individual souls. We never merge like the Mayavadis say. Okay, let's go to the next. Yes, and it is like licking the honey bottle. Will you remember this? When anybody tells you why Mayavad is condemned, then you can give them this reasoning that it is like licking the honey bottle from outside. Will you get anything? No. Okay, next. So, Hare Krishna. So today we completed 2.11 and 2.12, children. Thank you for the wonderful participation. And any doubts, we can take up one or two doubts quickly. Okay.
Mataji, Kiara has a doubt. She's raising her hand since long.
Yeah, Mataji, just unmute her if you can unmute her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Kiara. Read. So, Kiara, pertaining to today's class, if you have any doubt, yes, tell me.
Mataji, I wanted to ask, I don't know the meaning really, but but what is the meaning of individual?
Individual means separate person. Like you are an individual, separate person. I am an individual, separate person. Okay. Individual means that particular person. Individual, or the opposite of individual can be said group. Like a group of people, and individual person means Krishna is individual, means he's one person, separate person. I am separate person, you are separate person, Tarunya is separate person. That is individual. Okay. And all of us cannot merge into Krishna. Okay. That is what? Individuality. That is spiritual individuality. Yes, Tarunya.
Can you send the link, Mataji?
One second, Tarunya. Let Tarunya speak. Yeah.
Mataji, can you send the link, Mataji?
What link, Mataji?
Just I told no, Mataji, in Kannada, that Bhagavad Gita.
Oh, yes. Mataji, Shweta Mataji, just send them the gogita.in link. No?
Yes, Mataji, yes. I'll send it in the chat. You can take it from there.
Okay. Mataji, we saw that Vrindavan and also Govinda temple also, and Mathura.
Wonderful.
So very happy to visit in one, Mataji.
Wonderful. Very good, Mataji. If you have any pictures, just share with us. Okay? Hare Krishna. Okay. Anyone else has any questions? Saket has a question.
I had another question actually. Since many classes I've been hearing the name Super Soul. I still do not know what that means.
Super Soul. See, Super Soul is Krishna, the Supreme Soul, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is one Super Soul, and from there we are part and parcels of Krishna. So we are the smaller souls. Krishna is the Super Soul. Understood? Now got it?
Yes, Mata. Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Anyone else wants to say anything? Okay, so thank you very much, children, for this wonderful participation. Let's chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So tomorrow, let's meet. We are going to show you a wonderful movie. We've tried to make a movie. We had gone to Vrindavan, and we've tried to make a movie on Vrindavan. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock, we'll show you a movie on Vrindavan. So all of you, please come along with your friends and parents. Okay, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna for now. Hari Bol. Okay.